So I just wanted to show off my collection. Obviously, this is kind of what it looks like right now, but just want to show you how I got to that point. So my brother was the one who really got me into collecting. He got me the Spider-Man #3 pop, and for whatever reason, I really grabbed onto that, and I was like, this is gonna be my new thing. So I started collecting everything from pops to Koto figures. These two are a couple of my favorite ones that I've collected there. But I also had quite a few Star Wars pops, as you can see. Collected a few more Koto figures, Kylo, Captain Phasma, and one Stormtrooper. That changes pretty quickly since the Koto figures are so much more affordable than most figures. That's why I kind of gravitated towards collecting a lot of those right off the bat. And over time, eventually, I ended up going to Sideshow. But as you can see, that Rogue One Death Trooper looks really nice. I did have a few problems with like the lights, but still a nice figure overall. And eventually, this ended up happening. And I'll give you a guess to who you think that is, but it's pretty obvious. So I got this figure off Sideshow. They make it very easy to buy figures, especially with their payment plans on there. But this was my first actual statue, and I love it so much. The detail on the figure is amazing. And I just love it. No matter where I put it, it looks great. Jumping forward a little bit here, in January we got a few more Koto figures. As you can see, like I said, I started collecting those pretty fast. So I got a classic Obi-Wan Vader fight there going on. I did realize that when I put the pops behind the figures, it kind of creates a nice little background on them, especially if you don't have a background already. And definitely helps it look less empty, so you can definitely do that if that's a problem for you. And Vader is definitely one of my favorite characters in the whole series, so I definitely have a lot of Vader figures there, and I can't wait to get the Anakin hot toy as well. But like you see there, more figures getting added to the Stormtrooper collection, and got a Dagobah, Yoda, and R2-D2 set that my girlfriend got me for Christmas. I love him so much for that. Also came with a little Ghost Yoda, which I thought was a really cool addition. And then we got some more pops. These are all actually the Spider-Man Homecoming pops. Try to collect as many of those as I can, especially Spider-Man being my absolute favorite. And obviously at the end there, my Spider-Man costume that I end up framing. And then we see here, these shelves were actually great for displaying pops. They fit pretty much perfectly in there. I definitely gonna get a few more once I have more space to put the pops, as you'll see later on I end up running out of spots to actually put my pops, so definitely gonna get more of those. And now we're into February. And finally I was able to add lights to my display shelves. Definitely adds a whole another dimension to the displays. So I definitely recommend doing that if you do have a collection that you want to have more in the forefront, I guess. Definitely recommend adding lights there. Got a new setup for Vader and Obi-Wan with Ghost Yoda there, just witnessing it all happen. And as we get a little bit further down, got Vader with R2-D2 as well, with the pops behind. So that's what I'm saying about having the pops kind of be like the background. It doesn't look too bad, especially if you don't have any background instead of having like a wire like this. But I love those Spider-Man figures as well. I wasn't too sure about them when I first saw them online, but it's like maybe as a set they look a lot better, and they definitely do. And then we have the rest of the Spider-Man pops down at the bottom there. And as we get up top, I got some of the Last Jedi pops now, so I had to change out a few of the ones that were there before, and the Force Effects Obi-Wan lightsaber. Definitely want to get a couple more of those and hang them vertically on the walls, but definitely need more space before I can do that, and obviously more money. Those are not the cheapest of lightsabers. Here we are with a pretty good collection now of stormtroopers, both Finn with his helmet and without his helmet, Flame Trooper, Snow Trooper, and the Riot Trooper with Kylo Ren at the forefront there. Definitely probably my favorite display at that time. But we also got Rey, Finn, Han, and Chewie from Episode 7 right below them. I definitely wanted to continue getting a bunch of those figures, or at least have the original trilogy figures with them, just to have a nice complete set. Get to the Spider-Man Homecoming Pops again. I'm pretty sure I only need 1 or 2 more to complete the whole Homecoming collection. Hopefully I get those pretty soon, at least by the next video. And then we get to what the video showed in the beginning, kind of what my setup looks like as of right now. So let's get into it. So I got another figure from Sideshow. This is a Lord of the Sith Vader. Really nice piece. It's actually massive. The base, even though it looks small, is very, very heavy. It makes the figure look way bigger than that actually is, even though it's a decently sized figure. Then we got the Darth Maul figure again. In the dark, it just looks so good. So I just wanted to show it off again. Now we move on to Tarkin and Vader Hot Toys. Hot Toys were never on my radar. I never really liked them at first, but after seeing the level of detail being put into these figures, I knew I just had to buy some. And these were actually a couple of the first ones I actually bought. The amount of detail in Tarkin's face is actually almost scary to a point. It looks so good. And the material that they use for pretty much every part of these figures is amazing. Definitely why the cost is so high for them, but it's definitely worth it. And these two are, I'd say, my favorite figures that I own as of right now. That could be changing very soon once I receive my Anakin Hot Toy, so we'll see. Now we get a quick video of Rey and BB-8, their Hot Toys, along with Finn. Didn't really love the face sculpt on Rey, so I just kept the mask on. But I definitely love the light up lightsaber that comes with Finn, and I'll be keeping that on there for quite a while. And another one of my favorite figures, unmasked Peter Parker from the Homecoming movie. The detail again in the face is so good. And now we move on to what my setup actually kind of looks like right now. I switched up a few of the figures and moved them around, as you can see with the Tarkin and Vader figures. Just change up the posing there, make it look a little bit more intimidating.
I do feel like the posing is one of the most important parts of actually getting the figures to look good, especially with Hot Toy figures. And then I started collecting the Black Panther Pops, and definitely going to start getting those Hot Toys as well.
And then we got the finished collection of the Episode 7 Koto figures. Really quick shot there, but I did end up getting most of them. I just want to get the Episode 4 ones down. Didn't really change much in the Stormtrooper section there. Did add a couple of the pops that I couldn't fit up on the wall, but pretty much everything stayed the same. You can see, just going through the collection again. I'm just waiting on getting the other Spider-Man Homecoming suit to go along with the homemade suit there. It's gotten pushed back 2 months now. I don't really know when I'm going to be getting it, but when I do, I'll definitely make a video for it. But that's it. That's what my collection looks like. See you guys next time.